What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. Today, I want to talk about Call of Duty having a seasonal progression problem. I think this is something that, I've talked about in the past. Other creators have most likely talked about this at this point. But yeah, there is no actual incentive to grind your level in Call of Duty anymore. There's just not, right? I think we all knew this, but basically I want to go into why this is a bad thing and basically what they can do about it. If this sounds like something you're interested in, if you're rocking with the gameplay, which is some League play gameplay back when the Volk was usable, so it's kind of old at this point, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Okay, I really appreciate the recent support. The channel's been doing, kind of been going up again, so I appreciate that. Before I talk about the changes and all that, let me just brush up on the fact of what the seasonal progression is. So as you guys know, since Modern Warfare, since Black Ops 4 technically, they've taken out the prestige system really. So there's no actual incentive. There was a prestige system in Black Ops 4, it was completely gone in Modern Warfare, but they also introduced a battle pass, which is basically overtaken the previously mentioned prestige system. So there's good and bad to the battle pass. Let's talk about the good first. Obviously the good is that everything in it is essential, not everything, but the things that are important, I guess, are free, right? The weapons, that's the main thing, right? You didn't have to waste your money on loot boxes and kind of gamble with your time or money. So that's obviously a good thing. The bad thing is that it does cost money, I guess, if you want to unlock camos and operators and things like that. Now it does pay forward, meaning you get COD points that will earn your money back, your COD points back. So long as you finish, at the end of each season, you'll get the next season for free, basically. So if you've been playing COD, the entire seasons ever since Modern Warfare, and you spent 1,000 COD points once, you basically have every single earnable thing within the Battle Pass, as long as you've played it since Modern Warfare into Cold War and now into Vanguard. That's obviously good. All right, Call of Duty is a paid game, so anything that we can get for free or for less than we should be expecting to pay is obviously a good thing. All right, we as people like things that are free. I don't think that need to be said. As far as why a battle pass is bad, however, is it doesn't offer any special merit for you playing. Anybody who plays 100 hours will get the same thing no matter how good or bad they do. Meaning, if you've been playing COD for, 12 years plus and you're just a complete beast, you have a 5 KD, you go 105 some games, something like that. You can just drop nukes whenever you want. You'll unlock stuff in the Battle Pass the exact same time as someone going 0-200, but they're playing the same amount of time. And that just feels scummy as a COD player. You don't feel like you're missing out necessarily, but it just feels like you're not rewarded for your skill. Let me know if that makes sense, right? It doesn't matter how good or bad you're doing because everyone unlocks everything at the same amount of time as long as they've played the same amount of time in the game. This isn't necessarily a bad thing or something that's wrong. It's just something that's kind of weird. It's an odd choice to not reward your hardcore fans and to basically just, I guess, cater to casuals. That's basically what Call of Duty's been doing, with the whole skill-based matchmaking system and all that stuff, as you guys know, for the past couple of years now. But another reason why this seasonal progression just doesn't work is nobody cares about the battle pass at this point. Even if you're, super caring about tier 100, the super cool operator skin, which admittedly a lot of these operator skins at tier 100 are cool. They know what they're doing when it comes to marketing and art design and all that stuff. They know what they're doing. It does look cool. It does look like something you want to earn. The problem with this, however, guys, if you're not paying attention, pay attention now. The problem is that there's nothing to do to get you there faster. So basically, like I just said, you could be going 0-200. You could be going AFK the entire time, right? You could put down your controller, not plug in your PC or not move your mouse or whatever, and you'd earn it just as long as you're not getting kicked out of the lobby the same amount of time as someone who's been grinding and getting camos and actually playing the game. And it's just like a cash grab at the end of the day, because as you guys know, the simplest way to get tier 100 is to simply pay for it. You have to pay, I think it's $1 a tier or something like that. So it's $100 or something. That's insane. I don't know who's doing that. Even if you're a creator, even if you get this game for free, even if you make millions playing this game, I don't know why you would support this. That's just not a good system, especially for the casual fan base. The last main reason why seasonal progression is an issue here in Call of Duty is that it gets reset. Who thought of this? You know what I'm saying? Who thinks to go all the way to like tier 200 or tier 1000 even. I don't even remember what level it is anymore. I think 200 gets you like secure or something like that, and then like 1000 is like the max. I remember J-Bo and the Man did it once in like Cold War or something like that. He got to all the way to tier 1000 during a season. God bless that dude's soul. I mean, playing Cold War that much is got to be taxing. All that happened at the end of that, you know, whole season and that whole encounter. What he did, he got reset. He got literally nothing. I think maybe he got a calling card, maybe. Like, I really don't even remember. I bet he doesn't even remember if he's watching this, or if you ask him. There's just no actual incentive to going for it. Whereas, you know, in the prestige system back in the day, you wouldn't necessarily get a whole lot, but like you'd get custom classes, right? You'd be able to bring a new weapon, or not a new weapon, but you'd be able to bring a weapon along with you for a prestige. Maybe you'd be able to like unlock a clan tag or a special calling card or emblem. You know, like there's different things that they did back in the day. I'm talking like Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2, that actually incentivized you to go for prestiges. And on top of that, it made it feel like you were like at risk for prestiging, you know, like you'd lose a lot of your progress on weapons, on, you know, levels, stuff like that, you know, weapon levels. There was just like actually a lot to lose potentially, and a lot of people aren't necessarily okay with that, you know, the fact that you could potentially lose something. Now, I'm not personally a big fan of like resetting all my weapon level progress, especially in a game like Vanguard with 70 weapon levels. Like, yeah, that's not happening. I'm not doing all this again. But I kind of dig the fact that there was like a risk to prestiging, and like, you know, when you saw someone have like a higher prestige symbol, which by the way in these games means absolutely nothing. I couldn't tell you what a single prestige system or a single prestige like emblem means or is or anything. I couldn't tell you. Honestly, it just means so much less these days with like the new battle pass that really doesn't incentivize you to keep going for it. And I'm not saying everyone like would do the prestige system, but I'm just saying overall it's a better system. The people who cared about it, you know, not everyone cares about it, not everyone cares about the battle pass system, but the people who cared about it, they actually got something potentially. Whereas the people in the battle pass, they basically don't allow you to care about it because there's no point in caring. You know, I don't know a single COD commentator, gameplay channel, anybody who plays COD casually. I don't know anybody who is like, hey, what level are you this season? Unless they're like making fun of you, you know what I'm saying? Like for like playing too much or something like that. That's the only reason people care. There's no like, hey, what prestige are you or something like that? What did you unlock with your prestige token? There's none of that stuff. And that stuff doesn't necessarily matter. But again, it's better than what we have. Like, can we all agree with that? I don't have a whole lot else to add to it. I feel like I've kind of made my point overall, but I do want to know what you guys think in the comment section. You know, do you miss the prestige system? Do you want it back? Do you not care? Are you fine with the battle pass system? You know, I'm sure there's a lot of like kids who grew up in like the Fortnite days. Maybe Fortnite was their first game or something like that, and they love the battle pass system. You know, they love getting things for free and all that stuff. And you know, maybe they really enjoy that. Maybe they like having fun with the battle pass. I don't know. It's just not for me. I feel like I grew up in a time where it wasn't like things weren't free necessarily, but things were like deserved. I feel like the battle pass and even these challenges to a certain extent are just like kind of participation trophy system wise, you know, like that's kind of what I'm feeling. It just doesn't feel like you earned it properly. It doesn't feel like you did anything special because you played for 20 hours. Too bad the guy next to you played for 20 hours as well, and he has like half your KD. Like, cool, you did nothing special. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm thinking. That's how I feel about this system. Again, let me know in the comment section what you thought. Please leave a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel. I do appreciate the recent support, like I said earlier. And if you're interested in Modern Warfare 2, Vanguard, all that kind of stuff, COD videos overall, make sure to subscribe because I talk about that pretty often here on this channel. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you guys have a great rest of the day, great rest of the weekend, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.